So I built an awesome little diorama. The perfect addition, in my opinion, to this garage diorama is not just the details and the toolboxes and the tires and the wall art and all that stuff, but it's this actual auto lift. Right. Sit down. What's up guys? Hope you all are doing great. Today's video is actually a really special video when it comes to me because I'm about to show you the RC cars that started all this for me. So my love into RC cars really began with these things. And what are these things? These are called Xmods. They're vintage discontinued RC cars. They were licensed and distributed by Radio Shack, but they were really created in Japan by a genius, in my opinion. His name is Nobuyaki. Forgot his last name, but the designer and the R&D and everything for these cars are built in Japan, and they came in these lovely little boxes, and they came with a ton of licensed modifications. For example, these suspensions, I'll show you the details later. Real life looking, body kits and engine upgrades, chassis upgrades, body upgrades. You had the options to tune them. Sky was the limit with these things, and I really do believe they were way ahead of their time. And I'm about to show you exactly what's in the box. Luckily today we have two brand new and unopened, Xmods. These are the Generation 1. We also have the Generation, which is the Evolution, which is the updated version. But in my opinion, the Gen 1s are the most unique because their chassis design is super realistic to a street or hot rod car, with the way their suspension works and all that. Just amazing. Wheels, tires, licensed wheels. Back in the day, really, like I said, they were ahead of their time. So let's take a look in depth at these kits. I'm going to show you how ahead of their time these things were. For example, this is the Gen 1 steering and suspension upgrade. They're licensed by eBay. They give you the springs, the options, the steerings. This is an 03 kit, remember. You have on the new generation the Xmods Evolution, both of them discontinued, but this is they went from eBay to H&R. This is a suspension tuning upgrade, and then you have the suspension and steering upgrade, and then you have the stage 1 and stage 2. This is the stage 2 upgrade motor mount, so you have the different pinions and a different engine that revs to 30,000 instead of 27,000 for the stock motor. Then you have your licensed tires, you have hard, medium, soft, you have radial, you have slicks, you have an all-wheel drive upgrade kit. They're really fantastic. You have this is another steering upgrade, but there you go. This is a different one. So you have the blue springs and you have the yellow springs. I believe these were either the stock, someone put the stock here. So anyways, the body kit as well, let me show you that. So you have, for example, this is an Evo 04, Evo 8 body. You have the licensed names, you have the HKS, Sparco, you have all the details. So before I go ahead and open them up, I just wanted to show you an example of a lovely body kit. This is for an 04 Mustang Seline, and it comes with the stock body, but it also comes with two full body kits, and these are absolutely spectacular because it comes with the front bumper, rear bumper, hood, and all the details with the side skirts, two different wings. And the way you take them off, it's really like a real car, how the bumpers come off, how the side skirts come off. Not saying exactly the same with the pins and body clips, but it's just the style and the way it happens is very similar, that it's piece by piece detachable. This is the body kit for the blue Honda Civic Si that we have here. This is also really rare. These two kits are very rare. Like I was saying, here are stuff, for example, this is a hot rod body kit for the Pontiac Firebird. Comes with the large drag tires, and it's officially licensed. So this is a official licensed GM product, and it has the Grant driving accessories license, so because the steering wheel is Grant and all the details. Even here, this is licensed, Sparco steering wheel, all that stuff, all the good stuff. And same thing with the suspension. So this has got the eBay tag on it, and with the new generation they switched to H&R suspension. So the branding and the licensing is absolutely amazing, and we'll get into the details. Each body kit came with its set of instructions and all that stuff, but let's not waste any more time. And this is really the treat because these are from 2003. So again, we're 2025 right now. These are about to be opened in 2025. So more than 20 years since they've been in the box. So really looking forward to this. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and open these. They are really special. They come with a magazine with all the details. I'll show you the magazine later. Each kit came with a different magazine. They had, I believe, 4 different car covers. We have the Skyline as well. So let's first open up the Civic. Let's have a look here. So the body came unassembled like this. This is my first RC car. This is literally the exact same one, blue. I bought it in Jordan from Radio Shack back in maybe 2004, 2005, something like that. They were made in 2003, but I only got into it in 2005, I would say. And oh my God, it just unlocked a world of automotive love for me. So this car right here is responsible for, I would say, all of this. You know, I was already obsessed with cars in general, but just having this and tuning it and changing the engine, and I'll show you the chassis real quick. My gosh, still in the nylon. Unbelievable. Still got the protection. And they got aftermarket kits, which I'll show you for the bearings and all that stuff. But look at the design of the chassis. You see, you have the shocks, the way they're laid out. You have the differential. You have the mid to rear engine motor mount. You had the side batteries. So these to me, yes, I love my Kyosho Mini Zs and all that stuff, but these to me are just special. They're definitely outdated. I mean, they still use crystals. They're not a 2.4 gigahertz system. And the remote was so clever, you know, the way you could just use them. I can't tell you how many places I took these to as a kid, drove them, had a blast, packed them back up, put them in the box like this, and just carried it home like a briefcase protected. I really treated these like a real car. So this is the remote. You open it up like that. Standard remote like this. You know, obviously not a 2.4 gigahertz, old school crystal set here. And they're awesome because each one is numbered and color coded to match the car. So if you were driving with friends or anything, people raced these, they didn't want to confuse them. So just like your 10th scale and 8th scale RC cars back in the day, this is exactly how they worked. And these are the stock wheels here. It's just so good to see. Here is the black Honda Civic. This is how it comes as a body. So even it comes disassembled. You know, you have to assemble it. And that was the beauty with these cars. That was part of the allure. You built your car. So it's a very simple process, but for someone that's young or old, you know, for me as a kid, when I was working on these cars, I felt great. I felt like I was ready to work on a real car after this. So it's just beautiful to have kits such as this. And I really don't think they make kits like this anymore. Granted, they are outdated, you know, in terms of electronics and all that stuff, but they're wonderful pieces of machinery. They come rear-wheel drive. They give you all-wheel drive options. This is not for this particular model. That's for the truck series, which come with these style. They look like trucks, you know, and yeah, just a quick look at these kits. They're really great. As you can see, this has a stage 1 motor in it. All of them came with a stage 1 motor on it. Tells you the teeth, tells you the RPM, and they change them in terms of colors with the, as you'll see later, with the engine color-coded ones. Each box comes with 4 engines, stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here's the magazine it comes with, and this has all the details and the additional modifications you can buy for it. It's got some nice decals here. Even the decals are all by license and all that, so it's really cool. So there's the Xmod lot. I cleared out the table here so I can install the body of the Civic, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, and it's just brilliant how it fits together. I need to get a
sit and shit. It's granted way less panels and bolts and stuff, but in general, the process, install the mirrors. Like even the 10 scale RC cars and stuff, they are all attached with pins. These guys actually have screws and bolts.
Voila. All right, now we drive it a bit and then we go for the body kit. We see what we can do with suspension. We go with a nice rim combination, wheel upgrade, and then we'll go for the stage 2 motor upgrade. Such a cool little kit. There she is. Civic is complete. So fast forward a little bit, I just wanted to show you some other Xmods like this lovely Skyline R34. This is another Gen 1. And as you can see, it's a little bit abused, you know, missing some mirrors. I actually bought this pre-owned and I'm going to be doing some restoration. And we have all the body details and the body kit that we have for it and some modifications like the engine mod and the suspension mods. Here we also have a beautiful Pontiac GTO. This one is one of my personal favorites from the Xmods lineup because the paint scheme and the way it is just absolutely beautiful. And the body kit for this actually is one of my favorites. And as you can see with the Xmod Evolution, the whole chassis is different. And speaking of Xmod's Evolutions, I'm actually going to be unboxing a brand new kit in front of you guys today, which is pretty cool. It's of one kit that I also had. So after I bought the Civic as a kid, the second kit that I bought was actually Evolution. Before I continued to buy the Supra and all the other stuff. So this is that. This is an Xmods Evolution of the 06 Mustang. So I'm going to be unboxing that for you guys right now. Beautiful. Unboxing these now really takes me back big time. When I was a kid opening this up, this was like everything to me. They drove just so good for an RC car back then. I wasn't exposed to all the hobby grade RC kits, so this is my first RC kit that actually drove fantastic. They drove really, really nice for the age and for the time period, you know. I'm not saying now, but they were just really, really great. Let's put that here. Let's take the body. All right, so we're gonna have to do some disassembly here. Yeah, this Mustang also takes me back. Let's get it. Let's pop it out of here. You know, speaking of the Pontiac, this was actually another cover car. There's a few of them that are cover cars, but these are just really good looking. And the body details are incredible.
100% now, I just want to set them in place just to show you how it's going to look like.
Okay, so that's the Mustang finished. And this is the Evolution series. I'm gonna put it right there with the rest of the group. So got the Civic. This is honestly, these two are probably my personal favorites. I know that everyone loves the R34 model for this, and the Mustang too actually is one of my favorites. But in terms of the way they look, I think the Pontiac and the Civic are just absolutely fantastic. We actually have a new black Civic somewhere there as well, and it's just, you know, I don't know if I want to unbox that right now or wait on it, but I definitely do want to build the Seline, so that's up next. Okay, so we're gonna be building the Seline, so let's get started.
Manual, brakes, what else do we have? Everything. Okay, so.
Look at that. Sparko steering wheel. This is legit a Sparko steering wheel. It's not like some bullshit. This is what they say. Sparko controller steering wheel. Very, very cool.
Wheels it is. There we go. Look at that drive shaft.
There she is, installed. Beautiful. Now we can go and decide which body kit we want, etc, etc. Both look amazing. Put the Xmods on this little carousel here. They look super good, super clean for the age, with the exception of a few. And this is not the whole collection. I'm gonna be unboxing a few more and adding it to this carousel. Probably will fill it all and I'll show it to you guys, but they look absolutely great. Also got a few original magazines that I'm gonna pull out as well and show you. Really, really cool bits of kit. Such a shame that they're discontinued. Really amazing. The body detail, the way you install them, the tires. Like I said, it's just it's very involving. And believe it or not, these things as a kid taught me a lot about cars. So yeah, I definitely think kids these days should spend less time on a PlayStation or something and do things that are a bit more mechanical like this. Don't get me wrong, I love my PS1, 2, 3, 5, 4, whatever, and it's just do more stuff like this, even as adults, to be honest, not just as kids, but just do things that are more mentally involving and physical. So here is another treat. Gonna unbox this lovely black Civic, new as well. Let's put the here, put the stuff here. All right, so taking this apart. Here's the black Civic, blue Civic, black Civic. Fantastic, both incredible. Let's put that back like that. New Gen 1 chassis. Okay, new remote. We're gonna leave that as is now. Just want to assemble the wheels, and I'm gonna fast forward from here. I'm gonna jump from here, and we're gonna go to the Seline and then back to the Civic, because we already did an unboxing on a Civic. We did that. I don't want to repeat myself again, so this will just show you the final product when it's done. So driving them compared to today's kits, honestly, they're really not bad. They handle great. Yes, there is a bit of lag in the steering and the electronics, you can tell, are not the best, but overall very impressed by how they behave. And the power actually is what's mostly impressive. They really have quite some kick to them compared to something like a Mini Z or something like that. They actually really have some, not just torque, but they also have a lot of top end. So I can see these being really cool dragsters with like a bunch of people who are friends and yeah, just going in a straight line. But that doesn't mean they're not capable of
going around a track, and excuse this, you know, flimsy track, but it's not really a track. It's just a layout that I did on the wooden floor. So overall, they were really fun to drive, and yeah, we tried them all out individually. We tried the Civic, we tried the Pontiac, the Celine. We even drove some Mini Zs in there just for comparison, because we all know that when it comes to small-scale RC cars, especially on-road, the Mini Zs really are the dominant class right now. So yeah, overall they were just really impressive.
So I built an awesome little diorama for the Xmods RC cars. They are absolutely amazing, and it looks pretty freaking real if you ask me. All of these are functional. Every single one of these cars are functional. Nothing here is just for show or display. Everything is built differently. Some are built to be like a muscle car specification. Some are a tuner. They have different settings of suspension, springs, like here, for example. Everything is set up differently to do a different thing. Some are tuned more for track driving, some are more for street, some are actually pretty stock, like the Supra right there is pretty stock, only has an engine upgrade and bearings. Yeah, some have body kits, some have none. So yeah, it just looks pretty cool. The perfect addition, in my opinion, to this garage diorama is not just the details and the toolboxes and the tires and the wall art and all that stuff, but it's this actual auto lift right here. It's not so fast, but for realism, it's absolutely incredible. Yep, and you can, you know, switch the cars. For example, put the Camaro here next to the muscle cars, and then we, I don't know, let's say put the Supra over here, and just drop it down. Again, slow but effective. And a real garage lift is actually very slow, so I don't know if they did that on purpose, but for realism, it works perfectly. Not so fast, but for realism, and it's the perfect complementary addition to the diorama.